All right, welcome back. So let's talk about Harrysong. Harrysong is a guy who is what's the song? Something about reggae blues, right? Da, 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 blue, da, blue, da, blue. Yeah, that song. Yeah, something like that. I was trying to think like that song. Yep. So Harrysong it was in the news today earlier on, and I'm going to read a couple of things I wanted to cover here. Unfortunately, his marriage of 2 years, less than 2 years, is packing up. The wife came out on the wife came out on social media and said, "I'm done officially," and that's where our title came from today. Okay, Chinye said, "Yes, they are gone. It's only the Moroccan wife and the actress wife." I thought I'd never followed this guy, but maybe there's some things we can get from that, around the internet. But he doesn't seem like he cares. Yula Doce seems like he cares a lot more. But I think one of the people that are also fantasizing about the idea of polygamy is this guy right here, Harrysong. Okay, there's a couple of things that I saw that made me say that. So there's this report on legit.ng says, "I am officially done." Harrysong's wife cries out days after singer said they have marital crisis. Alexa Gopal, wife of singer Harrysong, has shared a message online days after her husband noted that their union was troubled. She reacted online to the online marriage crisis she and her single husband are experiencing. Legit NG earlier reported that Harrysong opened up about the issues rocking their union. So a few days ago, he actually posted something. I will read that in a second too. He asked the public to steer clear of his marital life as it was a private issue between him and his wife. Okay, so sometimes when you say that statement, you say, hey, give us some privacy right now as part of the PR statement, right? It's not usually meant to control the public from having their opinions, but I bet you Harrysong probably thought it could control the public. Like, you guys just shut up and not have a comment on my wedding. Like, bro, we will cover this because you're a public figure, and we want to, for us here particularly, we want to extract the lessons. He asked the public to steer clear of his marital life as it was a private issue between him and his wife. Yeah. In a twist to the unfolding drama, Alexa Gopal, wrote on social media that she was officially done. Okay. Let's see. Alexa Gopal prays for herself. Although Gopal kept her fans in the dark about her cryptic post, she made a prayer for herself in a terse note that read, "God help me." That sounds like God will judge you both all over again. Jesus Christ. Oh, Barry. Harrysong joked about the possibility of him marrying another wife when he celebrated Gopal on her birthday last year. Oh. It's just a joke, okay? See Gopal's latest post here. Let me see. Alright, so these are some of the reactions. Okay, somebody said he should go and marry one of the standing boobs and tight ladies at his disposal. Is there something I'm not seeing here? What did this man do? Kiloshi. Somebody tell me, what did he do? Is it just that the marriage is breaking apart? Marriage is tough. Marriage is tough. Why? Because human beings are tough. Actually, marriage is easy if the human being will learn what they need to learn. If they will acquire the skills they need, marriage is super easy. There's a set of skill set. Yes, there is. How do I know? Because I know. All right. I just know. Okay. But let me see here. Somebody else also said most of the so-called celebrities just they marry for fun, so breaking up is inevitable. I almost want to agree with that. But the reality is that if I look at the way this guy was, his conduct when he was fighting his label, 5 star B, star 5 B, whatever they call them, with the KC and them, his conduct, see how we behave in certain arenas or certain aspect of our life is how we behave in everything else. Okay. You want to know how people behave in their marriage? Just look at how they behave in everything else. You can probably make a good character judgment of character from that, but the key word is still probably. Okay, so don't prejudge people. I'm just saying that you can get some really good clues from how people behave generally in public. Okay. A song where he said everybody, every boo get a boo. So now it's a different thing to say that in a song. It's a different thing to be practicing that in real life. But there was some also other articles that I saw earlier. I'm going to go through some of the comments here. Wrong girl, and go find your peace. Sharing bad advice. I'm over. That's a woman advising a fellow woman. They said, wrong girl, and go find your peace. Marriage is not for some men. The chats I saw still affecting me. Okay, so there was some kind of chat, a screenshot of a chat that leaked, and it's gonna be, everything I say on this show is alleged because I'm never there. I don't know those people like that. I don't know them at all. Okay, but I'll read that chat in a second. Another comment says, bro, the text he sent to her breaks me. Okay, so that's somebody else saying that as well. It is well, no matter the high rate of divorce in society, I will have the best marriage. Is this a prayer? That prayer, if it does not include work, it will end up in the poto. I'm just warning you, that's all. I'm just warning you. Okay, just so you know, if you pray those kind of prayers and you don't back it up, it will end up in the bottle. Okay. What did I miss here? One second. Let me see. Okay. All right. So I'm just trying to pull up the article here. Hold on one second. All right. So he actually had a baby with this woman. Now, if they were married and they didn't create any baby, things might be a lot more easier to move forward. But they actually created a baby together back in December 2021. So this moving forward is not going to be as simple as, what did she say? I am done officially. It's not going to be that simple, right? So it's going to be a lot more. But Harrysong has had some things to say in general about relationships in the past. Like, for example, on November 16, 2023, that's just a few months ago, I'm looking at an article here on Vanguard. It says, stop taking relationship advice on social media. Okay? That's a good advice, I guess. Right? Right? I don't think people actually take advice on social media. That's not really a real thing. People tend to hang out where the rhetoric aligns more with their thought process, and they don't go to places where they can actually get good advice. There's buckets of different communities on the internet. People hang out where their biases are being confirmed. That's the reality. Including here. Okay, we have a few people that are, that's the reality across the board. We have a few people that are learning a lot by coming around and hanging out. But the majority of us, maybe because of something I'm saying aligns with what you're hearing, so you're not really being forced out of your comfort zone so much. I say that out loud so you can be careful with that, and that's why sometimes I'm like, hey, this is this side, but you too. I will do things like that sometimes, but I'm also talking to particular persons, and I think they know themselves. Nigerian musician Harrysong Tare Okiri, popularly known as Harrysong, this is on Vanguard, as Harrysong has warned people against taking relationship advice on social media. Harrysong, in a post shared on his Instagram story on Wednesday, said that such advice is from content creators who are merely hustling. All right? Somebody said, all you need, you sold your soul. Somebody literally said that to me in my comment area earlier on today. Somebody said that. I'm trying to see if I can find it really quickly. I'll read it to you. All right. Let's see here. Yeah. Let me see. Yep, it's right here. Oh, where is it? Where is that? Hold on 1 second. I'll find it. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. An interesting comment. Yeah. Let me just say, hero, your papa. But let me just read this. So they said, man of prestige. Hero said, man of prestige, how will this scripture aid you? Okay, somebody said something to the effect. Let me read the comment for you. All right, so I'm just using this to confirm that it is true that this is a hustle. If what they mean by this is that we come here, we're actually, yes, building a business. We just so happen to be adding value to other people at the same time. Something that is very strange to a lot of Nigerian prophets. The only way they can add value onto other people is to predict the future and then discombobulate that person's life for the rest of their lives, disconnect them from their family by telling them that their mother is a witch. Since that's, some of us decide to go another route, we can actually help somebody to actually create a better version of the life that they have right now, right? And a lot of people are having a hard time comprehending that. I get it. That's what it means to be brainwashed. That's what it means. Anyway, so somebody came here earlier on about 13 hours ago. Uzotex, your papa too. I'm going to tell you right now, because I know you guys will come back here. He said, Mr. Blogger, if these things are what you do for a living by castigating men of God, that's what they call it, castigating men of God. We covered the TB Joshua story. Then you're gonna end very soon. You and your social media career, you better watch your steps and trade with caution. How would you reply that? Let me see in the comments. How would you reply that? What's the best way you would reply that? If you didn't see that actual comments, what's the best way you would reply that? Okay. You say, what? We're talking about Harrysong, right? Yeah, we're still talking about Harrysongs, yes. How would you reply that? Thank you, Chinye. If you come to my platform, you leave a comment without watching the video first, and you're abusive, your papa, that's number one. Okay. Number two, this curse that this person just rained here will turn on top of you. Not just on the person that put the curse there. Okay, my words are very strong, and I should be careful. Okay, let me slow down. I'll slow down. I shouldn't do that. Let me stop. Okay. But how would you reply? Yeah, I won't do it, because it will work. It will backfire. Okay, if you leave curses in my comments, if I tell you to backfire, you will literally see it in 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, and it will be all your fault. So I won't say that. Rena, what's going on? Let's keep it cruise. Let's not do that. MOP say you shouldn't even have given him air time, except if I'm making money doing it. Remember, that's why we're talking about it, right? This is a hustle. Not to say there's a lag on the video. Okay, Let's see if we can fix that. Try this video thing. Now wow. Now wow. All right, hopefully it's better. Yeah, so I'm just reading the comments. Okay, so that's what the comment says. So the way I replied, of course, because I understand that these words are very powerful. Some of these people are walking around with evil spirits. Okay, so I'm not going to take for granted what they're saying. So of course I replied with a scripture. I said, "No weapon forged against you will prevail, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and this is their vindication from me, declares the Lord. I rebuke you." That's what I put there. All right. Now another mad person decided to want to come here. I decided I wanted to cover here because I want to use their head to make money. Okay, that's why I'm covering it right now. So the person tagged and said, "Man of Prestige, how will this scripture aid you if you openly choose to break your covenant?" Somebody help me ask this mad person what covenant are signed with their father. There's a question. Okay. If you openly choose to break your covenant with what you are proclaiming to believe by choosing to push a negative narrative of what you clearly already know to not be true. I clearly know that it is not true that TB Joshua committed those atrocities. You see that this person's father is mad. See, I was trying. I really never read it all the way through, but I saw the curses in it. I just came through. But now, this something I know not to be true. This is madness. Okay? But because of the mileage you hope to get, mileage, which I am getting by leaving. If you leave comments here, you're giving me more mileage, didn't you? If you leave comments, you hit the like button, you share this with your people, you're giving it mileage. And thank you. Okay. So because of the mileage you hope to get, you've clearly chosen the path of least resistance to gather some popularity. All right, so I'm looking to gather popularity. All I have to do is, the ladies will support me here. All I have to do is be a Derry Jackson, and I will get probably 10 times faster popularity. But we don't do that here. We're actually doing some good work here, you know. So he says, your heart posture is set on views. My heart posture is set on views, and not the righteousness of God. So you are setting yourself up to sell your soul and drag some people along the way. Drag some people along the way whose hearts are impure from their own torment. Not to did the lag fix. I hope the lag fixed a little bit. I think it did a little bit. Something is going wrong here. I think it might be my cable. I might need to replace the cable. What did I say? How would you reply that? I think you guys said we are prestige. We don't respond to nonsense, right? Anyway, that's true. That's absolutely true. But I thought I'd give that coverage just so you know we're getting comments from mad people, which helps the platform as well. Okay. All right. So now, there's something I wanted to point out here that's very important that I point out. We just have to all be careful, right, on what you proclaim on yourself and what you decide to judge. Do not judge is something I hold dear, very, very dear to my heart. You know, like, there's no need to judge. There's a difference between accountability of, public figures and extracting lessons and judging people. I'm not here to explain that to you. If you don't know the difference, that's all on you. That's your fault. Okay? But to me, there is a difference. That's all I can say about that. All right. So, but he was talking. Harrysong was saying, stop taking dating advice on social media. It's from a content creator, Nahosu. They themselves are seeking help. Okay. So Harrysong is the kind of person that does not realize that two things can be true at the same time. It's either he doesn't realize it or he knows that already, but he uses that to push a narrative that justify BS. Okay, two things can be true at the same time. You can add value to other people and you can make money at the same time. In fact, precisely that's what needs to happen. Precisely the only way to make more money is to add value to other people. Okay, the only way to make more money is to add value to other people. Okay, I'll slow down on that because there have been people, the TB Joshuas of the world, that have made a lot of money and took a lot of, like, literally decreased the value in people over time. Okay, but you know what the scripture also said about that, all the way to the fourth generation, right? And their legacy in particular, they will not know rest. Okay, and anybody that follows any kind of man of God, yes, I still call them man of God, but blindly without doing their homework, they will never know peace. They will continue to walk around social media and be cursing people's papa and mama out. They will never know rest. That's just the reality. Why? Because they are confused. They need validation and they can't stop. It's never, whatever is coming from the inside is never enough for them because there's nothing coming from the inside. Okay, their daddy Jiho has done a terrible job at raising a bunch of zombies, and they are all over social media. Wale Soyinka called them barbarians. Okay, that's just the reality of what we're facing. Okay, anyway, so he said stop taking advice from social media because it's also right. It doesn't make any sense. Shout out to Nezzy, Nezeville, right? She did a video and she talked about Deeper Life back in the days when Deeper Life used to tell people to not watch TV. Literally for more than a decade. Some people are still stuck in it today because even if their pastor, remember what Fato Imbo said? He said, even if God came down and said, tithe is no good, I will tell God that he's wrong. Right? Why? Because he's seen the direct effect of what tithing has done on his life. I guess that's the point he's trying to make. So he would disagree with God. He will basically stop trusting God, that God that said that probably knows what he's doing and he probably can see further than you, right? Never mind that. Because of the short-term result I'm getting, all this money I'm making, the money that shows up under my pillow when I pay tithe, I will disagree with God. All right, it's all manipulation. That's all that is. Okay, that's all that is. Okay, two things. What I was talking about is that two things can be true at the same time. People can give you great advice and also make money in that process. Okay, if your pastors can do it because you clearly think those are great advice, right? Just pray that the Holy Spirit will open your eyes so you can see the truth. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. If you said that in my comments, you're a didn't. You're slow. I will use a nicer word, but you're not going to listen. I think you listen to didn't more. Okay. Why? Because you disagree? No, because that's personal. That's your spiritual life. I don't disagree with you if you think when you pray to God that God opens your eyes. I don't disagree with you on that. But it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Anyway, so he goes on. Harrysong is still talking. He goes on to say, married women left her marriage. This was just November when he was talking about this. Married woman left her marriage of 4 years and 2 kids because her husband cheated. And she's now a side chick to a married man. Now progress be that. That's a quote, alleged quote, as reported by Vanguard News from Harrysong. Okay, again, the words that people utter will tell you a lot about them. To tell you most likely everything you need to know about them. Okay. It should tell you most likely everything you need to know about them. Okay. Anyway, let me see here. Chinye, not Chinye, Natu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I said make I get MOP water to drink. You're doing good, bro. Prestige fam. Oh yeah, match me. Okay, she's asking that you match her. But thank you so much for sponsoring the show, Natu. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So much money. So much money. If you want to see inside that throat again, match Natu. We'll take it from there. Thank you, Natu. Let me see here. Wait. Okay. It shows that the people that says that we need to pray for God to open our eyes to the fake pastors shows that they need to say those prayers because their eyes are blind. That's all it is. And I didn't even tell them that. I never told them that. What I did is I made a report and I gave my opinion without touching anything spiritual because I can't speak for other human beings' spirituality. But yet, these weirdos always want to speak on other people's spirituality in the name of defending somebody that they don't really know. You know, they're everywhere. So if I see them, you know, the theme of the year is no grief for anybody. You know me, I'm not following your police story, so I can say that I'm not grieving for anybody. I saw Auntie B saying that earlier on our show, but I can agree with you actually. But I might before I agree with you, you might just collect small. Anyway, Harrysong is still talking here. Married woman left her marriage of 4 years and 2 kids because her husband cheated, and she's now a side chick to a married man. Now progress be that. Okay, so she's now a side chick to a married man part, right? That's cap.
Stop the cap.
That is cap. Okay. Is it possible she's a side chick to a married man right now? Yes, but you're missing the first part of the story, and you're missing a whole lot of the story. You're not telling us the rest of the story. There's a good chance he doesn't know the rest of the story. There's a good chance that he's just projecting how he feels. Right? There's a good chance he's just projecting. Okay? No. There's 100% chance it's projecting. Okay? Let me read that to you again. Let me read it to you again. This is what he said, according to Vanguard. Stop taking dating advice on social media. It's from a content creator. Before Uncle. Was there anything profound said in that? The same weirdo who say, "Oh, you sold your soul for views, blah blah blah." They say, isn't that the same thing they do on Emmanuel TV? Now, Hosu, they themselves are seeking help. Before Uncle. At least some of us are actually delivering something that's practical, someone can use, right? In their personal, at least rub minds together, get some insights, right? And then it goes on, married woman left her marriage of 4 years and 2 kids because her husband cheated. Yes, that happens all the time. And gentlemen, listen to me. That will continue to happen. Somebody said, oh no, who was that? Emeka. Have you ever seen anybody? Oh, maybe that's what it was talking. Was it talking about Emeka Ike? Let me see. Maybe it was. And 2 kids. No, Emeka had more than 2 kids, 3 kids. Maybe it wasn't. Right? Before Uncle, what do you expect? You expect that they will stay? Well, your expectations were off. They should just stay and endure. Endure these nuts.
These nuts? Got him! Got him!
That's for you, Chinye. I play that to help you land that point. So this guy, that's a mindset right there. Should people leave their marriage after they get cheated on? I can't say that. It depends. There's so many things that goes into why a person cheats. Should they stay? I can't say that either. There's so many things that goes into why people cheat and why they find themselves in that space. There's so much going on, especially emotionally, that you can't just tell them what to do. The best thing you can do to people that might be going through something like that is to at least listen to them, not generalize and give them stupid, generalized, oversimplified prescription. Just stay there because of the kids, because it's family. No, that's not how it works. That person might stay and then show you shaggy. Is that what you want? Is that really what you want? Because that's happening too. Some people just stay. I stayed because of my kids. But you will never enjoy that woman for the rest of your life ever again. So this is the mindset of a person that was less than 2 years inside of a marriage. He was making this statement. I mean, it was reported about 2 months ago. 1 month are we? Yeah, January, about 2 months ago. And then he comes out to make a statement. Okay. Oh, this guy, man. The mindset is a driving force. Okay? If you're defending prophets you don't know, in the comments all over social media, you cannot have a successful relationship. It's a lie. It can't happen because it's a mindset issue. Wait, are you God? Are you acting God now? You didn't know? Yes, I am. I am a high priest. You didn't read that part in your Bible, right? Oh, really? You did not read that part in your Bible? Huh? Nigerian Christians.
Let the poor breathe.
If you came out on this social media street and you defended a person you've never entered the room where they're having sex or having intimate sessions before, you will never have successful relationships. It will never happen. Right? Now, the only thing they just heard is that, oh, so I should just castigate the man, Abi. See, they can't read between the lines. They're always thinking in black and white. It's either they support the man or they don't support. There's nothing in between. This is precisely why you cannot survive a successful relationship. Could it work? It's not a curse. Okay? It's not a curse. If it looks like it's working, the further you go with that terrible relationship, the worse your breakfast is going to be. A word is enough for the wise. Or a wise is enough for the word. Like that girl said on TikTok. It's a mindset issue. It's a mindset issue. Gentlemen also leaves when their wives cheat in diara. In the mad people. Thank you for always putting that in parentheses for me. Thank you, Jare. In diara. Don't even know why some men like to use that statement as a point of for their bad behavior. Yeah, gentlemen, I'm not judging you if you cheated. I've never done that on this platform. I don't judge you if you cheated. If you cheated, there's more than just you doing the wrong thing going on with that. You clearly did something that's wrong, but there's something deeper than that, than just right and wrong, that made you do what was wrong. Right? That is not an excuse. That's just the reality. A lot of that is probably low self-esteem. A lot of that is probably a man who is not on his purpose. A lot of that is probably a man who doesn't know how to keep a woman happy at home. So you have not collected more in a long time. There's so many things that can go into it. So I can't judge you outrightly for cheating. We can only repeat the same talking point everybody say is wrong. Yes, it's wrong. Okay? We will need to know your story to be able to say anything to that. But I want you to know something. When you do cheat, there is no guarantee that your wife will stay. Just get that in your brain. Just let it marinate. Just know that if I cheat and I get caught, just say, I understand. Let me know if you change your mind, if she needs to leave. If you do this kind of talking point Social media people, and don't come and be leaving your marriage because of a social media advice and something like that. If you are repeating that to yourself, Baba, you're basically just, you are doing shalaye. Your wife already left you. It's too late.
We go explain because no evidence.
It's too late. There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that a person will stay with you after you've cheated. Like I thought everybody knows common sense. That one is not common sense. I guess not. So if you're a public figure and you now come and make such statement on the internet, you're telling on yourself. You're projecting. You got caught cheating. And after you got caught cheating, you don't know how to process that. You probably try to manipulate, you try to control, you try to use controlling statements such as, don't leave your marriage because of 4 kids. You're just gonna leave and mess up everything. What about all the money I give you? You just become a Tyrese in this internet streets. And nobody really give a shit. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Enough women will say, women too should endure. Enough women, forget men for a second. Men might even do some men that can relate will support that. But there's enough women on TikTok right now that will support you and say, yeah, these women are just living for. They will say it. Actually, they might actually be right too. They might be right too.
Well, you're right.
But guess what? Your wife left you. That's the reality you have to keep going back to. No matter how many people sympathize with you, all they can do is sympathize with you. They cannot empathize with you. They have no idea what you're going through. They can't help you either because they can't empathize. They can sympathize. That might soothe your feelings a little bit, make you feel like, yeah, you're such a man. You take care of your family. All you did was just cheating. Once you are caught cheating, there is no guarantee she will stay with you. Just get that in your brain, and then you can cheat in peace. If that's what you deem fit, what you need to do as a man to survive the next day, knock yourself out. But please don't come back here and be using that to manipulate people, because me as a person, I will call you out on the manipulation, not on the cheating, but the manipulation part of it. Say, Baba, you're projecting. What happened at home? There's trouble in paradise. What happened? Did you get caught? Okay, think again. Did she see a text message about 3 months ago or something? You thought it was over. You said, I apologize. You moved on, but it wasn't exactly over. Is that what happened? Remember. Try to remember. Try to remember everything. What happened there? Huh? What happened? Do you remember? Oh, no, but she said there was something. Yeah, that's in the past. No, it's not in the past. Did you know? It is not. It is not in the past. It is present. It is as present as they get. Okay? Even if it's 10 years ago. Okay? Even if it's 10 years ago. Yeah, all you did, continue. Men want us to give them so much grace they can't give us. Men give a lot of grace. Let me just tell you right now. Men, if a man is taking care of his family and is coming home every night and he's, men do give a lot more grace than women are ever going to be able to give or realize. Let me say it like that. Not give. Women do give grace. But what I'm saying is that men give more grace than women will ever be able to realize. Let me just put that out there really quickly. Maybe that's a conversation we can have another day, right? Men give a lot more grace than you ladies will ever realize. Okay? And even when they start to question that maybe it's not enough, and they don't know how to ask or to check in or anything like that, they can even get shamed on top of it. Like, you're supposed to be a man. You hear things like you're supposed to be a man. I might even be the first to tell them that, But just so you know, just keep that at the back of your mind. The same thing I was saying earlier, that women can sympathize with men, they can't empathize with men because you have no idea. And you're not supposed to have an idea. You're supposed to just be in your own essence. And we come to you and we just want you regardless. In spite of all the woto, right? And every time you give us a small pushback, it's more strength, you know. Agbotos to para saying, right? Agbara lulomuwa. But it's a very complex conversation. But men do give more fresh grace, you know. Some of them will never get the rewards of that too. More fresh say you're moving mad and you expect her to stay. Your mind no go touch ground if you continue in bad behavior and keep justifying it. That's the point you're trying to help me with, which you're absolutely correct on that, which is there is no guarantee. You can have some of the, I don't know if there's a legitimate excuse to cheat. You're right.
You're right.
I don't know if there's such a legitimate excuse to cheat, but there's no guarantee that you'll be able to rekindle that marriage ever again. If there's any possibility of such, you must crumble everything down to ground zero. You must go all the way down. You have to rebuild a new foundation. That's the only possible way. Because if you stay in that marriage and she says she's forgiving you, and then 3 months later you're like wondering why is she just moody in the morning, Baba? That's your morning dose of collection.
Sorry, yo.
No guarantee. No guarantees. Okay. But Patrick, how are you, sir? Hope you're doing well. Toby, what's going on? Explain on the men give grace MOP, especially when it comes to this cheating. Men give a lot of grace. If I explain it, you won't even agree. Okay. But men give lots of grace. Lots of grace. Within the family structure, of course. If a man is keeping his home together, let me even tell you one thing. If a man has cheated before in the past and he happens to fall in this same category as this young man, Harrysong, right? If he happens to fall in this same category of a young man and his rhetoric about you shouldn't leave a marriage if you cheated, right? So he will be that kind of guy. Okay, let me explain this more. He will be that kind of guy that will basically say, you already forgive me. He will keep moving. He will keep doing his responsibility as a man, right? He will actually forget all the time. He will actually tell himself that I have not done enough. If he's really if he likes you that much and he's trying to keep his home together, right? But because he's doing it from a place of lack of skills, he might never be able to get you back in that way ever again. An average man is not. They can't do it, okay? Because they will always get caught up in this, like this talking point. And every time they do that, they shoot them back 6 months. They have to start from scratch again. Every time they say things like, so you're just going to, because of one time cheating. Every time they say something stupid like that, or something, or even think it out that it shows in their energy, they shoot themselves backwards by 6 months, right? Or if they fake it, okay? The only way to get through this is to acknowledge that I got caught. I got caught. It is what it is. I got caught. Right? And I clearly need that. Let me go do some work and back off of that situation. Take some step backwards. All right? Assume that she's long gone. Assume that you have to rebuild everything from scratch again. Most men can't do that. They will always count. They will start to count, like I said, grace, right? They might count all the tangible things they've done. I did this for you. I bought you. Remember Emeka Ike? I bought you a house. I bought your mother. Every time they do that, it just backfires. Because it's making them feel like shit inside, right? And then it's also making you feel like, you are thinking of everything she's done, quote unquote, that you're saying she's Sirigun, and then you're saying also that the bare minimum. Is that what you're supposed to do as a man? That's even if you have any time at all to listen to what he's saying, right? So it's a lot, it's a very complex conversation. Maybe we'll see a good story to cover this someday. Men do a lot of bullshit and get offended when we don't take it, but they won't take that kind of BS from us, particularly cheating. If that's what you're talking about, then the society, including women, don't tolerate a man taking a woman back after she's cheated. That's not a man's thing. That is a societal thing. That's something that his sisters, his friends will look at him funny if he dares take her back. Okay? Even her sisters. That's a societal thing, you know. So that's you're not comparing oranges and apples there. Sorry. Unfortunately, not every woman will stay after a man has cheated. It seems to come to a lot of Nigerian men as a shock when their wives refuses to stay. They need to realize everyone has a choice, especially as we move into the new era. People have choices. So if they have that choice, it's all in their face. And like you said, there's enough social media advisors telling them. If somebody said, run! Somebody said run to Harrysong's wife earlier on. We read that, right? She's going to see enough of that. But honestly, all those things doesn't matter. If you're a man, if you're able to acknowledge what you've done, and you're able to crumble everything down to a scratch and be patient with yourself so you can have enough patience to give others, right? It's absolutely redeemable. But it's almost impossible. Why? Because of your coconut head. That's why. Okay? Marriage built on performance base and not on grace base has slimmer rate to survive. That is a fact. That is a fact, Brother Patrick. A man told me that some women cheat in their marriages, but they dare not blurt it out and keep it quiet. Yes, because a lot of men actually have stayed with women who cheated. But obviously that's not the proudest thing you want to come and be telling the rest of the world. Why? Because of society, remember? See, women have a lot of safe spaces on the internet to say, this man cheated on me, right? You know, if there's enough people willing to listen to you, you're open to it, you know, but there's enough people willing to talk about that publicly. When it comes to women, to men, it's the opposite. All right? It's different. It's quite different, you know. It's a different dynamic altogether. But let me go into some of this comments. I'm looking at Instablog Nigeria. Somebody said, this generation is mainly on divorce. Ain't getting our forefathers' generation type again. All right? That is a lame statement. That statement made without knowing their story. You know, what I was going to do today is just read like, oh, that's sad. You know, 2 years gone. But me, I know enough that people just don't throw in the towel on their marriage just for no reason. There's a reason. Okay? And we're not talking about fault or guilt or anything like that. We're just talking about there's a reason. Something was wrong. Maybe not you, but something was wrong. People just don't throw in the towel and say, I'm done officially just because it feels good. No. That will be cap. Okay? That's what a lot of these statements will basically insinuate, but it's cap.
Stop the cap.
All right. So when somebody says this generation is mainly on divorce, that's a person that's basically like, forget what happened. Why is it that everybody just want to divorce? Like, no, divorce is a symptom. If you're seeing high rates of divorce, it's a symptoms of deeper issues. And men will have to be responsible to finding out what that is. For as long as, if women try to find out what that is for you, they just tell you men has come. Are you happy with that? Right? They just tell you men has come. And we know that it's not that simple, right? Because there's a lot of great men that are trying to do the right thing. They wake up every day trying to do the right thing. As a Nigerian male celebrity, go far place to other African countries and a very good wife, or go to Europe. Leave Nigerian girls alone. They don't love. You see, that's a very lame talking point. I'm going to leave their name alone. But that's a lame talking point. Okay? I don't want to make it about the person. The talking point are lame. This is why the divorce rate will continue to increase. Because the problem, you just want to blame the problem for the problem. Could make sense, right? Right? It doesn't make sense. That's why he told me that men stay. I feel like it's slim though. No, it's not slim. Men that have never been previewed to know other men's story might actually think it's slim too. Again, a lot of our belief system is across the board. There are a lot of men who have never been previewed to a lot of people's story, right? If you know that in Combe, I mean, arguably, women cheat just as much as men. Arguably, okay? You know why it's hard to come out to find that number? Because of the social constructs. Because men, if you try to do that study, they don't want to admit that. They don't want to admit that happened to them. It's basically a number that we might never know. Okay? But things are happening. Yep. Okay, it's not apples, oranges is what I meant. Yes. It just depends. Some men see it as their inherent right to cheat and expect the woman to take it so long they provide financially, then they expect the woman to stay. This is only possible because women subscribe to that. Okay? This is only possible because women subscribe to that. You're right, more fresh. But it's only possible because women actually subscribe to that as well. This will be impossible if women did not subscribe. I'm talking about women, including even the wife's sisters, including his sisters, his mother, women in society in general, that would judge a man faster before, for coming out to admit such a abomination, right? Abomination, a taboo. So another person said, I heard she's in the hospital. I don't know what really happened to her. We don't know. Let me make this clear. We still don't know what happened, but it did come out to say some statement. This is some of the things he said before. Let me give you a backstory. So some few days ago, he posted this. Okay, he said, after much reflection and discussion with my family, I have decided to put out this to my fans and well-wishers, that while this is undoubtedly a challenging time for my family on the stories making round on social media of the marital problems my wife and I are having, I am appealing to members of the public to respect my family's privacy this period, and also to kindly request for your utmost understanding, please. Thanks for the love and support. All right. I hope it doesn't mean that we're not going to cover the story. But yes, he has our support. And then the wife came out and said, I'm done officially. God help me. And then, so we know there's a marital crisis of some sort, but we don't know precisely what's going on, right? All right. So this person said, Urobo worry, Isoko men can never make a good husband. Mostly Urobo men, God saved men. That is also a lame statement. We're going to leave the person alone, but that's also a very, very lame statement to make. Why? Its generalization is oversimplification of very complex issues. And obviously, it is impossible that all of Urobo is, Ola, you don't know these people. Short the cap, okay? It's impossible.
Stop the cap.
It's impossible. That's no is so. What is the word? No is what is it? It's so, I don't know that tribe. What's that tribe? He said Urobo, worry, and Isoko men. They will never make a good husband. This is projection. This person is projecting, as usual. Okay, if you don't collect woto from Urobo, worry, and Isoko men, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Jesus is Lord.
But if you keep up that mindset, you go continue to collect.
Sorry.
All right, that is another lame statement to make. Okay, none of these statements are going to help you or anyone else watching it. Now, misery loves company. If anybody has collected woto from another Urobo man, they will come there and say, you're right. In fact, let me see, there's 88 comments under here. Okay, Ruby, before I even continue, some Ruby said, being married to an Isoko man for 12 years now, the best decision I've ever taken. I believe it depends on the individual. If I share. All right. Now, inside that same 88 comment, somebody is actually tagging the original commenter and said, loud it, please. They said, loud it, please. That means they are agreeing with the person.
Sorry.
And then I guess let me see. I guess some Fumi J. Okay, Fumi J. I don't want to mention their name, Jerry. My man is Ijo, but grew up in Lagos and the best man ever. Thank God he no grow for worry. See, that person is on the fence because he didn't grow up for worry. That's why he's a good man. So we should also assume that everybody that grew up in Lagos are some of the greatest husbands in the world. I mean, with that logic, it's safe to assume that, right? These are the problematic statements you're seeing on social media. Okay, this is user generated content. Okay, it's the people themselves, and some people see it and they want to leverage it too. They will create a platform where misery loves company. They will follow the same rhetoric all the time. They will make a lot of money from your misery. Okay, so this person is now on the fence. So this Lagos boy now act a little funny, like, I think the joy inside of this man is coming out small. Anyway, another person says, my husband is full Yoruba man. While I'm Yoruba, 15 years now and still counting. Marrying him was the best decision of my life. It's not about the tribe. It's about the individual you're marrying. Like, come on. How long are we going to go with the generalization? It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't think it's as much though. MOP, I'm so late. Yvette, hello, how are you? Good evening, MOP, Prestige Family, with you on replay. Awesome. That's great. Welcome. Worry men don't collect just like that. You're right, MOP, especially the women who stay with cheating men. They stay and end up cheating to balance equation or create emotional connection outside. Yeah, they call them work husband. Or it's harmless. It's just a chat text. It's just on WhatsApp. I would never see this person ever. It comes in all different forms, and some of them they do end up committing the worst. Okay, so please, we might just never know the numbers. I finally understand what you were telling me earlier on about you, but watched a video from Summer Aku's page. I laughed so hard. I also watched Summer. She was laughing so much. I believe he has some real issues. We shall see. Anyway, the comments. Let me see. The comments continues here. I'm still waiting for that public figure that will sort things out or divorce in private. Must y'all bring it here? Well, he made a public statement. He didn't really bring it out. They were dragging it already on social media. That's what he's saying. My papa and my mama still date together, and I saw my case go be. You see that prayer? If that prayer does not involve work, if it's just all about your own version of Holy Spirit and just word of mouth, and there's no work involved, that prayer will collect. Yeah, that prayer will end up precisely in the poto. Okay, nowadays the pressure is mounting. Just praying and it's not enough. You have to know what you're doing. I think you should agree that you should know what you're doing, right? Yeah, the pressure is mounting.
Everything I do, pressure to what?
Especially if you're a man, you better know what you're doing. Just because your papa and your mama case looks different from you, first of all, you cannot transplant what they did into this era. That's probably going to work against you too, especially with that mindset. Anyway, after reading the chat he sent to his wife, I'd say she took the best decision for herself. Now, speaking of the chat that she sent to the wife, let me see if I can find that really quickly. Apparently, there's a chat that he sent. Let me see if I can find it really quickly. I thought I labeled it. I didn't, apparently. Let me see here. Just give me 1 second. So apparently, and then this trigger alert, this chat that apparently is sent to his wife, might just trigger you, okay? But they have leaked it. Sorry, they have leaked it. So the people on the social media, oftentimes when they are dragging issues, where there's no smoke without fire, right? You ever heard that before? There's no smoke without fire. It's usually because they've seen something trying to find it though. I'll find it. Hold on, let's just marry. There was some kind of report from November that he married 30 women in one day too. I don't know. That's published somewhere on another news website on. Let me see. Okay, not that one, not that one, not that one. Let me see if it's this one here. So for some reason that particular screenshot is not going viral. Let me see. Okay. Maybe it's this one. Let's hope it's this one. Oh. No, not this one. Jesus, where is it? Okay, let me try one more. One more. Hopefully it's this one. So there was some kind of chat thing that was leaking that he sent to his wife. Okay, let me see. I'm done officially. Where is the thing now? Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Inside the chat, something to the effect of, okay, and I quote, "I will not be responsible for no more child from you." Okay, so let me read this report by Taiwo Okonlawon on PM News Nigeria. Alexa Perez Gopa, the wife of Nigerian singer Harrison Tare Okiri, popularly known as Harrysong, has insinuated that she is done with her marriage. Report had it that the singer in a leaked chat body shamed and insulted his wife for giving birth to baby girls. This is allegedly. In the alleged chat, he said, "I will not be responsible for no more child from you," asking her to abort, to delete a baby, okay, delete a pregnancy. Another chat revealed the wife accusing the singer of having several side chicks, to which he admitted and claimed that they were better than her.
Not be juju be that.
They were better than her. That's what Harrysong allegedly said. The purported conversation between the couple sparked several reactions on social media. So I didn't see the screenshot, but I'm just reading on PM News right now. Alexa has now taken to her Instagram page to say she was officially done. All right, so there's clearly a lot going on with that. Let me see if I can see other version of this. Maybe there will be a screenshot somewhere. "I will not be responsible for no more child from you." Now, real juju be that. Show film concern about me, sorry. Let me see here. Harrysong. All right, so there is no smoke without fire, you know, and generally I don't like to judge people, right? But we can look at some of this behavior and we can say, hey, no wonder. Of course, this kind of marriage can only last for so long, and it shouldn't last. That doesn't mean you can't remarry that person if you guys figure something out later on. But such marriage will not last. Okay, I see some more here. And please, this is the third time I'm repeating this to you. Take off that P word, meaning to delete the baby. Okay? "I will not be responsible for no more child from you. Take it off now. Since you have abandoned my grandmother and refused to cook in the house with the 100K I just sent to you now." 100K. Isn't 100K like $100 now? Interesting. This is getting interesting now. Let me see. You can use that 100K to go take off go and delete the baby. Final. They are way better than you. Fresher. There are way better than you. Fresher, elegant, educated, richer, respected, and more reserved than you. Tighter pussy, standing boobs, plus with better characters and better values. I am the one that chose you. I chose you. I chose you. All right. These are the screenshots. Those are the screenshots right there for you. Wait, is this a post to his estranged wife? Yeah. I'm just getting to the nitty-gritty of the story. I'm just getting there. Pardon me. You know how we do here now. We're rounding up now, right now, by the way. We're rounding up. All right. So in this screenshot, don't carry my grandmother with you. And please, this is the third time I'm repeating this to you. Take off the, you know what? I will not be responsible for no more child from you. Take it off now, since you have abandoned my grandmother and refused to cook in the house with the 100K final. And then, hobby. Okay, so she leaked because it says hobby. So he's named hobby on this. LOL. The girls they are pimping for you. Are they any better bros? Or the countless girlfriends are they? And then he says they are way better than you. Fresher, elegant, educator. Okay, gentlemen. Remember I don't judge. Okay. You can be this upset. I get it. No text messages. How many times have I said that on this platform? No text messages. No text. When you are dealing with emotionally charged conversations with your spouse, listen, it will happen. But don't do text messages. You need to be patient with yourself and wait until you're in front of that person. Send my 600K borrowed to you, to this account detail. Access Bank. Take Harry Okiri, drop my phone, live my life, and leave my house in peace. Make something making we start. You gallant. Thank you. I just want to something. Those are the screenshots. The singer had debunked rumors of welcoming twins with his girlfriend, claiming that she had lied about it. Wait, what? He lied about it? What are we talking about here? Alright, there's a lot of trouble going on with this guy's marriage. This marriage should have never happened, obviously. You should do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. But Patrick said only immature husband says that. Especially if they're going to put it on the text message that can be munched. That's what they call it. Munch. Is it munching or punching? Munching or punching. They take a screenshot and they share it to a friend that will mercilessly share with the world. When matter don't scatter for everywhere. There is no smoke without fire. There is always a reason. There's always a reason. Don't get it twisted. Love is a beautiful thing. Precisely what a lot of these people need is to learn how love works and stop telling themselves love is not enough. After I told them, somebody don't show them shiggy. Anyway, that's what's going on. So that's what this person was talking about. After reading the chat he sent to his wife, I'd say she took the best decision for herself. Listen, she did. Because if she stays in that situation, she'll be rewarding bad behavior and there's no incentive to change. The best apology is change behavior, right? He needs to go and work on himself. If those text messages are true, of course. Ministry of Marriage Affairs has to be created to tackle the drastic decline in the marriage industry. What's going on? We're talking about it here now, but I don't want this kind of topic now. Someone said she deleted it a few minutes after. Oh, okay, so she posted it and deleted it a few minutes after. There you have it. You post and delete it. Congratulations, you played yourself. Of course, they've taken a screenshot immediately. God, I'm not money hungry. All I ask in a man is someone who is kind, because I threw up reading the things this man sent to his wife. Harrysong is a walking red flag. Jeez. This same man that was telling his wife she's no longer sexy after having 3 kids for him, men will stain your white. Odiegu. What is Odiegu again? Something opposite of Odogu, right? Oh Lord. Let me just come to the chat and round up the show. I think we've had enough with that, right? Like, I mean, there's a lot going on there, right? Yeah? There's a lot going on with that, right? So there you have it. There's no smoke without fire. Oh, keep that at the back of your mind always. This is like Nollywood village film. My jaw is on the floor to his wife. I am clenching my invincible pearl necklace. Oh, I'm sorry. I did say I knew there was something like that, but I'm reading it for the first time. I knew that some people said there was some chat, but as I was talking to you guys and I was pausing, I was looking for it, and I'm glad I found it. But those are all alleged. Everything on this show is alleged. We're just taking the screenshots available online. Where is this man? Let me at him. His name is Harrysong. Harrysong is never really come off as a guy who knows what he's doing to me. Not when it comes to real life relationships. Marriage is not your mate. Human beings are not your mate. Emotions no be your mate. Particularly your own emotions no be your mate. So if you're upset, the first thing you need to do is turn off your phone. Because you will say things that you will never be able to take back, especially if you're a celebrity, you're a public figure. If you're a grown man, consider yourself a celebrity. If you're doing well, you collect all the credit. If you're doing badly, it's all your fault. If your family is doing well, you collect all the credit. Your woman do collect credit too, you know. But oftentimes, you get a lot of credit for that, being able to keep your home together. So, and if it falls apart, yes. You go collect what.
Sorry, yo.
All right, and that shouldn't be shocking to you. You should expect it. It is what it is. It is what it is. And if any woman sympathizes with you, shout out to her. But she's not gonna help you. She's gonna make matters worse for you. Ola, why are you always dragging women for supporting men?
Oh my days,
For supporting men. No. I didn't mean to drag women. I'm talking to my brothers. Okay? If you tag on to sympathy from women, you go collect.
Sorry, yo.
Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much, D-Love. I appreciate you for helping Natu with sponsoring this show. Thank you so much. And please, I beg, go and support Natu. It's at Qualisa Incorporated. That's her platform. So please, she supports me a lot here. So please go and support her. She sells. I always forget what she called the RTW. What is that again? Anyway, business and casual perfume oils, shoes, accessories. My wife supports her and she enjoys the product a lot. So go check them out at qualisa.inc. All right, great. We're just going to leave it at that today. I'm sure there will be more that we can't finish all the story in one day. There will be more that will be coming from the Harrysong thing as time goes on. But clearly, there's no smoke without fire. That man, he's committed some atrocities. And because of that, probably for the last 6 months to a year, probably more than half of the 2 years of the marriage, he has been collecting water.
Sorry, yo.
It is what it is. Sorry. No guarantees, okay? If you cheat your woman, if she stays with you, you go collect more. That's all that's gonna happen.
Sorry.
That's all that is gonna be. That's not necessarily a good thing. You are being incentivized for bad behavior. You're gonna think, oh, she's staying, she's doing the right thing. After all, she's endured, she's such a good one, and you're not paying attention. Okay, you're probably missing out a big deal. That marriage is probably not healthy. Okay, because she cannot pour from an empty cup, you know. So can you redeem it? Yes, you need to crumble everything down. You need to demolish everything down to ground zero and rebuild all the way back up, with or without her, with or without him. That's all I have for you today. Again, thank you so much, Natu and D-Love, for the donations. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Girl, it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough with a